Hello, am I there again? This is going to be. I always say it's a quickie, but it's never really quickie, but I what it'll be. I used to say when there were loony liberal tunes in bloody Europe got voted in, I'd say people would say, "Oh God, how they've got what the hell," and I'd agree, and I'd say, "Well, they got in by democracy, so people voted for them. Who they are, I'm not naming names or bloody whatever, but generally it's democracy. Okay, if you go to certain countries, they're not bloody that democratic, but generally in Europe they are, in Western Europe. So no point whinging. People voted them in, and I can't understand why they did, but they did, and that's what's happened here in this country, in Great Britain. We've got Ed Milliband. God, that's gracious. He's a loony, rabid Looney Tune. But the folks voted him in. Only 20% of the vote, mind you, but he got more than anybody else. Oh, well, not he, but his party. So there you go. You can't argue.
A big day for Labour.
Oh, here we go.
Under investigation, Starmer's handed back $6,000 worth of freebies.
What a trooper.
Now it turns out that Angela Rayner's Ibiza DJ booth rave up was a freebie as well. Substitute geography teacher David Lammy told Lebanese people to go back home to Israel. Mastermind. And
well, you know what, mastermind. I get the bloody irony, but bloody hell, he's not. He's a master something, but he's not a mastermind. And you know what I mean? Goodness me.
Fanatic Energy Minister Red Ed
here we go. This is what I'm getting to.
Net zero agenda could leave us all shivering in the dark.
Shivering in the dark.
Here's Mr. Milliband praising the closure of our last coal-fired power plant.
Last night was a historic moment for Britain's energy system.
God almighty.
42 years.
Can you imagine this man? Look at what his father had to say. He hated Britain. I think this bloody man does. I think he wants us on a suicide mission to bloody nowhere. And he's saying, oh, well, I give up. Honestly, I give up.
Down. I want to pay tribute to the workers there.
So he thinks that's a good thing.
God almighty.
Robert Jenrick, as Wallace without the grommet, has announced giant metal flywheels.
It's a skull without a bloody brain. I tell you that what it is. What the hell is this? Is it Doctor Who? Is that Doctor Bloody Who? What the hell's going on here, Patrick? Oh my.
Because the removal of coal from our system could cause blackouts.
Blackouts.
Can you guess who's making these giant metal flywheels? It's a Norwegian company. So
and I wonder where they're getting their energy from. Coal.
We'll be forced to buy oil from Norway instead of using our own. We'll also probably pay them for our green energy as well.
God almighty.
Ed Milliband has promised his big green revolution would lead to more jobs. Thousands of them, to be precise. Here he is, saying it as well.
We want to work with
look at him with the hands going.
Have these good jobs and good wages.
Here's another bloody twerp. Look at him. Look at the hands. Oh, I'm shaking my hands in front of the camera. Milliband's plan to ban North. Oh, Christ.
Between 2,500 and 4,000.
I mean, who do they think is going to suffer? It's not Ed Milliband's and North London bloody elites. They've got money coming out their arseholes. It's normal people who have to pay the increased hike on the bills. And they're Labour... Well, they're not Labour voters anymore, but traditionally they were Labour voters. You know, people who worked down the pit, worked in the mines, hard-working folk who earn, they weren't a minimum wage then, but you know what I mean. They had a low wage and they had to work extra hours and they made a good money. But anyway, I'm rambling.
Made loads of people unemployed, and the
goodness
green jobs we told them to get don't exist. Another thing that Milliband bangs on about is your energy bills.
Goodness gracious.
With his big plan to save you money.
Can you imagine celebrating that energy bills are over £400 higher than they were before the crisis began? Well, that's what
you created the bloody crisis, you bloody idiot!
Plan for real change.
Real change. Great British Energy.
Our new publicly owned energy company.
God almighty.
And here's Keir Starmer saying that he's got a plan.
That man should be. That man. What's this in here? Let's hold on. Let's see. I'm finished. I start to self-finish. Is what's his name? Magnus used to say. That man should not be let loose near a bloody steering wheel of an electric car. Never mind the bloody powers of government. Starmer pledges to cut household energy bills by £400. Oh, get
Let's have a bit of the
away.
reality, shall we?
Yes.
Yesterday, energy bills rose by an average of £149 a year because the price cap went up 10%.
Goodness
We have the highest
gracious.
electricity prices in Europe. You're paying more
I wonder why.
than anyone in
Because the bloody
Europe.
Milliband idiots in charge.
When they're not using giant metal flywheels, Ed Milliband is
Flywheels.
relying on offshore wind.
Offshore,
But the 2023
oh, Lord
financial
have mercy.
results, well, they're in as well. And it turns out that it cost the taxpayer
What's
£46
this?
million.
Hold on, let's put who's Kidding Cardine offshore wind farm. I don't know who that is, what it is, I don't know, so I can't really say if it's right or wrong. So I don't know. I just don't know what that means.
So just so we're clear, Ed Milliband said he'd make us more energy secure, bring your bills down and create more jobs.
Yeah, shut the coal fires down.
Blackouts that leave us shivering in the dark, your bills have gone up and more people are unemployed. Let's get the thoughts. My panel this evening, we've got the director of the Popular Conservatives, Mark Littlewood, we've got landlord and activist Adam Brooks, and we've got the journalist and broadcaster Neil
Goodness
Rushkoff.
gracious me. We've got normal people. I'm not going to point fingers. I can't do that on a bloody phone anyway. Telephone hock at me. How old am I? I am not going to point fingers, but we've got a rabid left-wing socialist and we've got two normal people. Anyway, before they get a chance to speak, I'm going to shut my gobble and you could tell me what you think about what I've got to say. But Ed Milliband, I mean, God almighty, his dad hated Great Britain. And I don't know whether him and his bloody stupid brother have said they hate Great Britain. He's cleared off to America, I think, the other one. You know, why are we giving him airtime? And not only airtime, why are we giving him power? Power! Excuse the irony, but they have got political power and they're taking our power off us. Let's shut the coal-fired power stations down. Let's shut this down. Let's shut that down. He'll be all right. He'll be bloody all right. He'll have a bloody generator running on diesel. And he'll say, oh, let them eat cake. Cake, my arm bottom hole. Goodness gracious me. I've ranted on for too long. Hey, I'm not listening to these. I tell you, I'm saying no more. Ta-ta for now. GB News. Ta-da, bye. Zodiac.